Have you ever wondered why snakes slither on the ground instead of walking on legs like lizards or crocodiles? Well, believe it or not, there was a time, long, long ago, when snakes did have legs. And not just any legs, they had strong, nimble legs that let them run, climb trees, and even dance under the moonlight. They were a sight to behold, darting through the forest with incredible speed and grace. Among all the animals, the snake was particularly proud of its beautiful legs. It would spend hours admiring its own reflection in puddles, stretching each leg out to catch the sunlight. But this pride soon turned into arrogance. The snake couldn't resist showing off. "Look at me," it would hiss to the other animals. "See how fast I can run. See how elegantly I move. None of you can compare." It would race past the quick-footed deer just to prove it was faster. It would climb higher than the cleverest monkeys just to show it was more agile. The snake's boasting became louder and more frequent every day. It started to believe it was not just the best, but perfect. One sunny afternoon, the snake came across a small green frog sitting by the pond. The frog was happily catching flies with its long, sticky tongue. The snake coiled itself up and sneered, "You clumsy creature.
Hopping around like that.
You could never be as graceful as me with my magnificent legs." The frog just blinked and said nothing, but its feelings were hurt. Later that day, the snake saw a lizard sunning itself on a warm rock. "Hey you," the snake called out. "Your tiny little legs are a joke. You scurry around, but I glide like a king. You're just a pathetic copy of my perfection." The lizard, annoyed by the insult, flicked its tail and scurried away into a crack in the rock. Tired of the snake's endless vanity, the snake's arrogance knew no bounds. It even dared to challenge the mighty elephant. As the elephant was peacefully drinking from the river, the snake slithered up and hissed, "Even with your great size, you are slow and clumsy. Your thick, wrinkled legs are nothing compared to my slender, powerful ones. I am the true marvel of this forest." The elephant simply raised its trunk, sprayed a shower of water at the snake, and continued its drink, unimpressed by the boastful creature. The other animals had finally had enough. The constant insults and showing off had made the forest an unpleasant place. They couldn't enjoy their day without the snake reminding them of its supposed superiority. So they gathered for a meeting. The wise old tortoise, the oldest and most respected animal in the forest, listened patiently as everyone complained about the snake's unbearable pride. After hearing everyone's grievances, the tortoise nodded slowly. "I agree," he said in his deep, calm voice. "Pride that hurts others is not a virtue. It is a flaw. The snake must learn a lesson about humility." The animals all agreed, and they devised a plan. They decided to use the snake's own pride against it. The next morning, the tortoise found the snake, as usual, preening and stretching its legs. "Good morning, magnificent snake," the tortoise began, his voice carefully neutral. "We have all been admiring your grace and speed. We believe you are truly the most elegant creature in the forest." The snake puffed up its chest, delighted. "Of course, I've been telling you all that for ages. It's about time you all recognize my greatness." Indeed, the tortoise continued, "But true greatness must be tested. To prove your ultimate elegance and bravery, you must perform a feat no one else dares. You must race across the bed of hot coals from the old campfire." The snake looked at the glowing red embers left from a human's fire. It was a dangerous challenge, but the snake's ego was too large to refuse. A chance to prove its superiority once and for all. It couldn't resist a race across fire. The snake laughed. "Easy. My beautiful legs are so fast, the flames won't even have time to touch them. I accept your challenge. Watch and be amazed." A crowd of animals gathered to watch. The snake, full of confidence, took a deep breath and darted towards the smoldering coals. It was fast, incredibly fast, but fire is faster. As its legs touched the searing embers, an intense pain shot through its body. The flames licked at its beautiful legs, burning them away in a flash. The snake writhed in agony and collapsed on the other side, hissing in pain and shock. When the smoke cleared, the snake looked down. Its legs, its source of pride and joy, were gone. All four of them had been burned away completely. All that was left was its long, smooth body. From that day on, the snake had no choice but to crawl on its belly, slithering through the dirt and grass. It could no longer run, climb, or dance. It had lost the very thing that made it feel so special. And so, the snake learned a harsh but valuable lesson. Its arrogance had cost it dearly. The other animals felt a little sorry for the snake, but they also learned something important that day: pride. When it becomes arrogance, always comes before a fall. So next time you see a snake slithering silently on the ground, remember its story. It's a quiet reminder to always stay humble. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed this little fable, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from around the world. See you next time.